All right, we're back for the 1 ohm test. It's the Orion Cobalt CBT4500.1D. Check that out, 4,500 watts. This isn't one of those deals where, you know, the number and the name of the amp is wasn't meant to be the watts. They definitely want people to think this is a 4,500 watt amp. This is the 1 ohm test. This is the one that people care about the most. But check out my other video. I did a 2 ohm test. I did a 4 ohm test. We're going to do an overlook after I get the amp unhooked, where we go around and we show everything, you know, that it's got. And I don't know. We'll just talk about it a little bit more in that video. But this 1 ohm test is the only one that has a rating. So here's the Class D. Let's see. All right, so here's the owner's manual. It's got a decent owner's manual, but it covers a lot of amps. And 4-channel, 2-channel, monoblock, even a monoblock Class AB. But here's what we got. Class D, monoblock, 1 channel, all the way over there to the right, the CBT4500.1D. So 1,200 watts at 1 ohm, mono, 14.4 volts. Doesn't say RMS. And then look there below that, 2,300 watts, total musical watts, and then 4,500 watts, max music peak power watts. I mean, my goodness. Anyhow, so I guess basically they want people to think it's 4,500 watts, but they're telling you it's really a 1,200 watt amp. Let's see if it's actually even a 1,200 watt amp. This is one of Cobalt's budget amps. They have a Z Street that I think is actually the bottom of the line. I'm not sure about that. And then the Cobalt, and then the XTR and the HCCA. The XTR and the HCCA, those have always been pretty solid amps. I'd like to test out some more Orions in the future. But 1 ohm test, it's going to be a 40 hertz test tone. Let's put this thing in the mode where it captures the voltage drop. We're also going to capture the amp draw, but this is going to be a 40 hertz test tone. This is a Class D monoblock, so we're doing a 40 hertz test. Keep in mind, rated 1,200. Let's see what she does. $758. Okay, well, I'll talk about that here in a second. Voltage dropped to 14.4, which is perfect. 99.1 amps of current draw. So if you notice, the clip light didn't come on this test. I will tell you this, that's what it does. I have done some other tests off camera where I turned the gain up a lot higher, and it did allow the clip light to come on, but it didn't do any more power. And I'm not really sure why on the 1 ohm test the clip light just don't want to come on unless the gain is pretty much maxed out. But again, it didn't do any more power when I did it that way. So guys, I don't know. I mean, that is such a huge number, 4,500. It'd be different if this thing was rated for, you know, if it had 1,200 wrote on it or 1,000. I'm still not saying it's okay to mislead people. But I think this is the most overrated amp I've had on the channel so far. And we've done some bosses and did a Planet Audio, and even those were not that misleading. 4,500, are you kidding me? I mean, but the thing is, can you push a couple of subwoofers on 758 watts? Absolutely, heck yeah. And you'd probably be pretty happy with it. And if you didn't know no better, you'd probably think that you was slamming them with 4,500 watts. I don't know, guys. Sometimes it just gets me a little bit other time than. But look, check out my first look video. There's actually some features on this amp that I like. Okay, I'm just tore up about the 4,500. I don't know. But anyhow, thanks for watching. Check out my other videos.